Well, I consider this as a historic day here in Lubbock at the Spice Institute. We brought here one of the strongest international invitational chess tournaments in America in years, and the town is very happy, the chess fans here are very happy, and I think we brought a good show to town, and we have a nice tournament and looking forward to many more good games.
Oh yeah. Well, some people will go out and party all night. There are people like that, and they'll play. I mean, you know, everyone has their own like regime. Like some people won't like want to stop their life while they're at a tournament. You know, they'll just like go out and have a good time, and it can work for them. You know, it can also backfire sometimes. You know. It was all right, a pretty decent game for me, you know. I mean, I think I made a good choice in the opening. It was something that I had thought about
You
a little
like
bit.
you like the position with him having the opportunity to go H4, H5, and all that stuff.
Yeah, I had to allow that. Well, I had to allow that. I mean, you know, I had seen a game this morning where after, you know, he goes back to D2, black takes the pawn on B2.
Right.
And I didn't really analyze this very much because I had no idea this was going to happen on the board.
Right.
I just saw that, and I mean, I remember like having the computer on, and it was giving it's better for white, but I had no analysis at all. But I mean, I just looked at it on the board, and the problem I had with bishop b2, rook b1, bishop f6 was like, let's say bishop f6, knight f6, and then like either queen d4 or queen c3. And somehow I didn't like my position because he's pinning my knight on f6, he's threatening knight c7, and I can't castle because the queen takes f6. He wins piece, right? So it's like a little tactic. I didn't like that so much, you know.
See, I didn't look at all the lines, but it seems, you know, logically speaking, you see it's a very scary position with all that, the bishop and the weak diagonals.
For example, was suggesting to get lots of lines to take on c3 and give up the bishop. And when I saw it at first, I didn't like it at all. And that's why over the board, like I wanted to make bishop b2 work. I didn't like that. And then what happened was, I went for this position. I played rook c8. You know, I mean, because there were other moves I remember the computer had given, but so I just didn't. That's actually like I just figured it all out like over the board, and I think rook c8 was the better move for black because yeah, the idea is that you're taking on c3, they take back with a pawn. Of course, your knight looks horrible on g7, but the thing is, especially after he plays g4, he's very committed. He can't castle either side of the board. I mean, I always have knight e8. I have ideas of e5. I kick out the bishop. c3 is weak, so it's a lot of pressure on white to like make something of it because so many structural weaknesses.
So you were comfortable in that position?
Yeah.
I play an opening that I haven't played for a long time, and you know, he set up his pieces very well, and I made one bad move, one very bad move. I played a5, weakening the b6 pawn, and he took advantage. Just move by move, my position got worse and worse, and then when tactics ensued, his pieces were perfectly placed.
Boris Burko used a dragon, Sicilian dragon, but I think he chose a line that is very risky because he played a6, and so he's playing two interesting ideas, but I think it's too risky. And it's the second time I use the same system against a6, and I won again. So the opening is very important when we play at this level, and we have to choose sometimes more openings, more safe. He always play very safe. So I don't know why he played with too much risk this time. I think when I played 95, my position is clearly better. But then he did a mistake. Rook c5 was a mistake, and after knight b3 he just lost the exchange. So I don't know. Anyway, I think his position is difficult, and I have a better development, and I control the center. So I think I have a clear advantage. So my point of view is I don't know why he chose that opening with very risky.